War Child Warrior here. So by now we all know about Biden's door-to-door wellness checks, or informative, little speeches that they're giving. So they're not. It's not. Excuse me. Hold on a second. It's not. Like mandatory vaccinations happening at people's doorsteps. I think that's what a lot of people thought, including me. For, the first time I heard it, I was like, so wait a minute. We've got teams of nurses and doctors, volunteering now, going door to door, basically saying, if you haven't had the vax, you have to have it, or we're going to hold you down and you're going to have it given to you. That's not what's happening. What's happening is these people, 2 to 3 team group, I guess, are going door to door, knocking on people's doors. And by the way, just because they're not giving out the vax or trying to force people to take it, that doesn't mean that this shit's not annoying and this shit needs to stop and go away, because it definitely does. But anyway, they basically are knocking on your door, giving you information, basically telling you what the risks are, and handing out little brochures and giving you local numbers, and they're probably going to be all inflated and bullshit. And so basically they're going to try to pressure you more and encourage you more to basically get the vax. And it's going to be like sort of, like how on Sundays those Jehovah's Witnesses used to go to your door and knock on your door really early in the morning and wake you up, or, interrupt your cartoons and, sit there for 45 minutes on your porch giving you a spiel about God and Jesus, and, basically you just want them to go the fuck away. It's going to be that kind of deal again. And so, for the people that used to have to deal with them and answer the door and all that, just do the same thing. Some people have already decided that they're just not going to answer the door. They're going to look through the people, and if they see them on the other side, or anyone that they don't recognize for that matter, they're going to politely tell them, not interested, and get off my porch. And basically, I think that's probably a good way to deal with it. If these motherfuckers come to your door, and if you live in the areas that this stuff is supposed to be happening, which is mostly on the East Coast or in the Midwestern states, then you might get a visit. And I'm sure it's probably going to come over here to this side of the country at some point too. And I'm not looking forward to it either. And I'm deciding already that if and when that starts happening here, I'm going to not answer the door. And if they continue to knock or whatnot, I will yell at them through the door, basically stating, not interested, please get the hell out of here, sorry you wasted your time, go away. And don't come back. So it's going to be somewhat friendly, but kind of aggressive and straight to the point. Look, thanks, but no thanks, go away, don't come back, I'm not interested, that kind of thing. And I think everyone should do that. But I think this is bullshit. I think that this is a clear sign that there's more to the vaccine than just this COVID-19 crap. They're pushing something else. They're trying to see if people are going to fold. They're trying to see, who is going to listen and who isn't. they're keeping, like Santa Claus, they're keeping lists. Believe you me, they're keeping lists of all the people that have gone and gotten their damn jab, and a list of people that haven't. They are, monitoring who is wearing masks and who isn't, and who's resistive and who isn't. I believe this is all just some sort of test run, or this has nothing to do with COVID-19, man. They're pushing this thing way too hard, way too much for it to be just about a virus that, either no one knows anything about, or we know all about it and this is just all crap. Either way, we don't need to be swallowing any pill they're trying to give us. And I mean that metaphorically as well as physically. You know what I mean? So, like everybody else is saying, don't go along with this. Don't answer the door. Tell them to kick rocks, get lost. Don't change. If you've thought about this and you've made up your mind, don't let them change your mind. Don't let anyone. Don't, at this point in the game, don't change your mind now. You've stuck to your guns this long, for whatever reasons you've decided. Don't let them, whatever they do, beyond this point, don't let it influence you and change your mind, because you are right. If you are against all of this, you are right. And don't let them try to make you think that you're wrong, because they are going to try to do that. They're already trying to do that. And it's very important that we keep a strong mind, like a steel trap, man. Stick to your guns, stick to your convictions, stand for what you, believe in what you stand for, and yeah. But I'm sure you guys have all heard this already. I just saw a video that made me think about this, and I'm just thinking to myself, this is just more shit they're trying to shovel down our throats. The only difference is the shovel is bigger. That's the only difference. The shovel is just bigger. And it's going to be a little bigger tomorrow. Next week, the shovel will be bigger than it is this week. And that's it's just they're going to keep shoveling more shit each day as we go on and on into this future. And what we have to do and understand and realize is that that's what's happening. They're shoveling bullshit into our mouths, and we have to reject it and resist it everywhere, every chance, every time, every second of every minute of every day. The same way that they are trying to influence us every second of every minute of every day, we need to be as resistant. All right. It is a Monday evening. It is about 5:30 here, and I'm just sitting at a local park by the river watching the sun go down, and just watching some videos and listening to some conservative news. I don't know if you guys listen to conservative news, but beyond the YouTube creators that I watch on here, I do listen to some conservative news too, and not everything that I listen, everything that I hear from these particular anchors or whatnot, I don't believe or agree with everything that they say, but it's conservative news. It's news for people like us. And so I do, I side with the conservative, the right, obviously, more than the Dems and the libtards and all that. But some of the guys I listen to, I like Chris Plant, I like Dan Bongino, I listen to Mark Levin. He's alright from time to time. I used to listen to Michael Savage, poor guy, before he fucking retired and all that. I got a sticker on my arm. So yeah, I listen to some, conservative news and stuff. And like I said, a lot of it I agree with and I believe in and stuff, and some of it I don't. But it's certainly better than listening to liberal news and all the bullshit they have to say on Fox and CNN and NBC and MSNBC and fucking Newsmax. I hear is pretty good, but I also sometimes hear that they can sort of be a little bit of a mixture. So you got to take some of their shit with a grain of salt. Just be a little careful with Newsmax. And they're good, but sometimes they can kind of be a little biased, or they come off as sort of like a sister network of CNN or some crap sometimes. But there's some good ones, There's definitely, besides YouTube, there's a lot of other good news out there. You just have to, like I said, surf the stations, look for it, There was one called Liberty Radio or something like that. And it was like literally the logo was like a skull and crossbones, and it was like some internet radio, but it was like a real good freedom conservative, news and everything. I can't remember. That is a dab pen in my hand, if you guys saw that. This is a really nice sort of expensive one. But yeah, I do, I partake in marijuana products. It helps, balance me out. It keeps me from choking out liberals like, I'd probably be in jail. Well, I don't want to give marijuana that much power. I obviously have self-control, but, it's like it's like a relaxing tea or something like that. Just sort of helps, kind of takes the edge off at the end of a day when you've just saw or heard a lot of crap. I mean, some of you have your own ideas and feelings about marijuana and all that, and I respect all that. But it helps me. I can still function and be in control, and I can still do things while I'm stoned, or whatever you want to call it. I've driven a car perfectly fine before, while cops were around. Never got pulled over. Some people take a couple of hits and they can't drive 2 blocks. Or go for a walk around the block, for that matter. Other people can, take a couple of bong rips and go build a fucking house. So it just depends on the person. Everyone's chemical makeup is different. I don't know how the hell I just got into this tangent. Anyway, this door-to-door thing, that's what this was all supposed to be about. This door-to-door thing that's happening, it's just starting. So this in itself will also mutate and transform, and it'll change. The rules are going to change about it. The way they're going to do it is going to change. In 3 months from now, there might be a whole different way that they're doing the door-to-door thing, or who knows what. So, but just know that if they come to your door, know what you don't want, and let them know. And be assertive, because they can sense, just like, any predator, they can sense a person that is timid or may not come off as may not know knowing his or her rights, and or they, so if they get a sense that they can push you around or come back and bother you some more, they're gonna, believe me. But if you shut them down right off the bat and let them know, listen, I'll cut your fucking head off, cut the snake, or what is that saying, cut the head right off the snake, uh, you let them know from the get-go, listen, I'm not fucking around. If you come back here without a warrant next time, there's gonna be it's gonna get physical, straight up. You don't come onto my property without a warrant. You need some legal reason to be here and to do anything. Give me anything, take anything away. I need papers. You want papers? I need fucking papers, motherfucker. That's what you tell them. Straight up. Alright, look, I'm gonna let this video go now. I just wanted to come on here and say, listen, man, I sympathize with all of you out there. I hear your voice. I'm watching the videos and I hear what you're saying, and I agree with you 100%. And I am in the same mind frame. They come to my door, they come to my neighborhood with that shit, I'm gonna tell them the same thing, Kick rocks in that direction and don't stop. Don't turn around. Don't, pass go, do not collect $200. All that shit. All right. You guys have a good evening. I hope you guys are all well and safe. Be safe. Stay safe. Stay free. Keep your minds on God, whatever and however that is for you. Just know that the universe is here to help us and guide us if we let it. So we just need to keep that in mind, okay? I love all of you, and I thank all of you for coming to my channel to watch these silly little videos. I appreciate you all. My thoughts and prayers are with you and your families. Through this tough time that we're all going through, it's important that we reach out to each other like this. Because sometimes I think it's easy when we're going through this kind of a thing. I think it's easy to forget that there's people out there that are also going through times of loneliness and depression, and they don't know what to do, and they don't know how to get out of it. And sometimes just hearing someone say, hey man, I'm in the same damn boat you are right now. Let's just talk to each other, That's all it takes to pull someone back from the edge. And so it is important that we do these videos just to let other people know, listen man, whatever you're going through right now because of all of this, whether it's with your family or whether it's a job type situation, I'm there. I've been there. I'm going through it too. So let's talk about it, All right, guys, I'm gonna really let it go. You guys take care, stay safe, stay free, keep God in your hearts, and we'll get through this. All right, War Child out. Have a good evening.